2017 was an interesting year, to say the least, and when it comes to onstage mishaps, we weren't exactly short on choosing. Of course, the celebs that made it onto this list probably wished that their little onstage faux pas never happened at all. But alas, they did, and now it's time to look back on this year's most memorable moments right here on Listed. Some mishaps come in the form of tripping, falling, missing a lyric. One that was taken much more seriously was when Halsey recently stopped performing smack dab in the middle of the show due to a personal emergency. Fans at the Canada tour date had to leave Halsey's show with little explanation as to why, until she addressed it directly on Instagram. She said, quote, "I'm so sorry to the fans in Calgary and Edmonton who were affected by the cancellations. There are very few things in this world that could make me stop a show, and my fans know that. This is breaking my heart, but I have to take a few days to gain my composure so I can put on the best show possible in Minneapolis and finish out the tour with a bang." Yikes. We're still not sure what exactly happened that caused her to stop the show. Considering she once did a meet and greet while hooked up to an IV, we know it must have been pretty serious. Next on our list is Normani Kordei, and if you recall, back in October during a Brazil tour date, Normani took a huge tumble on stage in front of thousands of fans. Luckily, she handled the fall like a pro, making a smooth recovery and continuing to strut her stuff in her sky-high heels. What a boss. But this wasn't the first time she's fallen during a performance this year. When Fifth Harmony appeared on Good Morning America earlier this year, Normani fell on live television, and it went viral. Oops. Normani wasn't the only pop star to fall on stage this year, though. While performing her hit song Bad Decisions at a concert in Chile, Ariana Grande went down too, and pretty hard. Luckily, Ari was able to make a quick recovery and continue on performing as if nothing ever happened. I mean, the show must go on, right? One of the most hilarious yet embarrassing onstage oops moments of the year was the time Becky G tried to run on stage during Fifth Harmony's concert to help Dinah Jane with a wardrobe malfunction. Becky was the tour's opening act, and when she realized that Dinah was having trouble with her costume during their show in Argentina, she tried to be a good friend and run toward Dinah in hopes of wrapping her up in an Argentinian flag so she wouldn't be exposed. Unfortunately, security mistook Becky for a crazed fan trying to storm the stage, and they totally dragged her off stage before she could even get close to Dinah. Whoops. Once again, Fifth Harmony makes the list, only this time it wasn't much of an accident at all. One of the most shocking onstage moments this year happened when 5H performed their hit single, Down, at the 2017 VMAs. At the start of the performance, the silhouettes of 5 women appeared on stage, but as soon as the beat dropped, one of the silhouettes meant to represent their former bandmate Camila Cabello jumped off stage, referencing how she jumped ship from the band late last year.
You said I was an angel.
Yep, we're still shook by this one. But of course, most onstage oops moments are totally unexpected. Like, for example, when Harry Styles was inappropriately groped by a fan mid-concert. Yep, this actually happened. While performing his song Kiwi during the We Can't Survive breast cancer benefit concert in Los Angeles back in October, a fan in the first row grabbed at his crotch and people were livid, and rightfully so. As if we didn't already feel bad enough for Harry, just a short time after the groping incident, fans in the audience at his London show thought it would be funny to throw actual kiwis on stage at the star. But it actually turned out to be a little dangerous. Although Harry didn't get hit with said kiwis, he did slip on one and almost took a tumble.
As some of you may have seen, I almost slipped. It appears there was an actual kiwi.
Speaking of British pop stars, Adele also had a big onstage oops moment, this time at the 2017 Grammys. Remember? While performing a tribute to the late George Michael, Adele wasn't very happy with her performance. She felt the need to start again. But the major oops moment here wasn't that she started again, but that she cursed on live television in true Adele sailor mouth fashion.
I know it's live TV, I'm sorry, I need to start again. I I can't do it again like last year. I'm sorry for swearing and I'm sorry for starting again. Can we please start it again? I'm sorry, I can't mess this up for him. I'm sorry.
But hey, at least she crushed her tribute the second time around. One of the most talked about onstage blunders of 2017 went down at the Oscars back in February. Unfortunately, the presenters were handed the wrong envelope and announced the winner of Best Picture award was La La Land. Except La La Land wasn't the winner at all. Soon after the announcement, a producer appeared on stage to say that actually, Moonlight won the award for Best Picture. I'm just gonna go ahead and guess and say that was probably the fastest somebody's ever been fired. Last but certainly not least, Wendy Williams makes our onstage Oops of 2017 list after fainting live on her own TV show. Not only does this moment classify as a huge oops moment for the television host, but it was also a super scary moment for her and all of those who saw it.
Our first caress.
Even though fans on social media were quick to assume that Wendy likely suffered a stroke, she reassured her followers that paramedics determined that she was just low on electrolytes and that she was simply overheating in her Halloween costume. Regardless, she made a speedy recovery and was back in no time. And that concludes our list of the biggest onstage oops moments of 2017. So right now I'm curious to know which moment shocked you the most, and if you've got another, feel free to share all your thoughts right down here in the comments. And as always, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching Listed. I'm Sinead DeFries, and I'll see you guys next time.